The last month, I've noticed every one of the candidates, Scott Walker, Marco Rubio, they've all been on. They have all upped their game. I think they're spending a lot more time on foreign affairs as national security rises in the mind of everyone.
Republican presidential candidate Jeb Bush in Rock Hill today.
Republican presidential hopeful Marco Rubio is spending some time in the upstate this week.
Yeah, he was the special guest at the National Security Forum at Furman University. The event was organized by Americans for Peace, Prosperity, and Security.
An important stop in Rock Hill this morning.
With ISIS, you either pay me now or you're going to pay me a heck of a lot later. And
one thing that is so important right now in this world is for our allies to know that we support them.
Today he talked national security during a stop at St. Ambrose in Davenport.
It's been a theme throughout his campaign, and it's one Jeb Bush touched on again with this crowd of nearly 350.
I'm a policy-oriented candidate.
Saying United States leadership matters.
We need to make sure that people, our friends, know that we have their back, and our enemies fear us a bit.
That the conduct of the president and the Congress in the past couple of months has made America weaker and more vulnerable.
We need our commander-in-chief ready for what's coming. If you want to see what the world looks like without U.S. leadership, turn on your TV.
listen to our allied friends bill early on. They didn't want this because this is going to empower Iran to undermine their very way of life.
And Republican Marco Rubio took his campaign for president to Furman University yesterday morning. He took part in a forum hosted by Americans for Peace, Prosperity, and Security.
When countries are in bad shape economically, they often act out around the world.
If Cuba wants to be part of the civilized world, then they need to be civilized.
So I'm guided by that belief, by the understanding that America isn't just indispensable, it's exceptional.
We're allowing our military to deteriorate.
The former business executive touting her foreign policy chops.
I have sat across the table from a Vladimir Putin.
And presidential candidate Rick Santorum was in the Palmetto State.
The event was a town hall meeting sponsored by a group known as Americans for Peace, Prosperity, and Security.
Bush began by addressing the growth of ISIS in the Middle East. He's been particularly critical of President Obama's response to the group.
By abandoning Iraq, we've created this threat that now is a direct threat to the homeland. And I just think that's the wrong approach and the wrong policy, and we need to now create a strategy to take them out.